My experience with HIV/AIDS was very intense. I was a young person in my early 20s, and I had connected with a church that has a strong outreach to gay people. I was aware that a couple of people had died on the streets of Portland because their families didn't want them, the hospitals didn't want them, the doctors, the nurses. People were afraid, scared, and highly judgmental because it was considered a gay disease. At that time, there was a lot of education going on in the sexual minority community and with straight people, training people on how to be a PAL, a personal active listener, so that we could go in with some skill and teaching and training to work with people who needed somebody to listen, not tell them what to think, not tell them they were right or wrong, but to be able to listen with our heart. So I started this journey working with one person that I was paired with. And I remember the day came. He had been given 6 months to live, qualifying for hospice at that time. And he knew he was getting close to the end, so he called his parents in a different state, and he told them that he wanted to come home to die. They said no. It would be embarrassing to them with their neighbors and friends, and that he had to stay where he was. And I remember when he shared this with me, I went into a state of rage. I was studying for the ministry at the time, and I went and talked to my senior pastor. And my pastor said, "So Roy, when you finally have this person who's going through an incredible disconnect from their beloved family because they're hated for who they are, just consider, who do you want to be? Who do they want you to be for the time they have left?" And I remember going back and sitting down in a state of calm finally, and just saying to him, "You have your choice. You're surrounded by people who love you, who support you, and who care about you. And we can be your mom, your dad, your siblings, if you choose." He blinked his eyes a few minutes, and he looked at me and he said, "Would you be my mother?" And from that experience, I stayed with my hospice work for years, and I watched people come and go before there was any kind of treatment for HIV/AIDS. And I watched them die. And I remember learning how to let go, that no matter what the world might do, we were there in love and compassion and care.